Hi, I'm Ruth Vitale, currently the CEO of Creative Future. I come from 30 years in the independent film business, where I distributed and acquired over 100 films. And now for the last 10 years, I'm working to protect your rights as filmmakers so that your copyright is protected. And we do that by going to Washington, D.C. and talking to policymakers. I ended up in the business by accident, but I came from advertising. I worked at McCann Erickson. I worked at local television stations, and I was offered a job at the movie channel buying indie movies. It was my first job in the independent film business, and it was fascinating because I didn't know anything about the movie business. It was military training, on the ground, boots on the ground, learning to buy movies and like figuring out what worked. And I went from the movie channel to Vestron, where we made Dirty Dancing, early success. From there, I came out to LA. I was at United Artists, where we made Chucky, Roadhouse, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. From there, I went to run Gary Goldberg's company, Sidu Sit, for several years. And then I went to New Line and Fine Line, where we made things from Mortal Kombat to buying Shine. Started Paramount Classics, was there for 8 years. And then I was at First Look. Then magically I ended up in the advocacy and policy work. And it's been a really interesting sort of segue into a different side of the industry. Intellectual property is very important. It is copyright for all the work that we do that protects our work. Yeah, there's Tom Cruise. Yes, there's huge directors, but there are thousands of people around them. I think on a Disney movie, if you stay through the end credits, I often say that I think people think that those are imaginary people. There's 2,000-3,000 people that are making those movies, from the animation to, to special effects and visual effects. And even on a small movie, you have probably at least 100 people. It really does take a village to do what we do. And without the protection of intellectual property of copyright, we couldn't do what we do, because already there's piracy, and without any protections at all, we don't work. No one should be expected to work for free. One of the things I find with students are they're so desperate to get their product, their content, whatever they've produced, seen. They're like, oh, we don't care if someone steals it. We care that people see it. And that's the wrong attitude. The attitude is that you made something that has value. And if it has value, you should insist that people pay for it. As young, aspiring filmmakers, you should care deeply about your intellectual property. You should care about what you're making, and that it is yours to determine how you want to see it distributed. I hope you join us at this masterclass. There's many things that we can talk about, many things for you to learn, many questions that I am happy to answer, because this is a ball of yarn that can be unwound in 1,000 different ways. So please join us. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you.